So last but not least, I want to take a look at problem number 5, which is R union S complement intersects R union T complement. So the first thing I need to find is R union S complement and R union T complement, and then I can find where those intersect. So let's start with our first answer, and when I'm all done, I'm going to underline that in pink. So R is all of R. Union S complement, that's everything not in S. So here we have in pink is R union S complement. Now I need to find R union, let's use yellow, R union T complement. So that's going to be everything in R and then everything in T complement. So that's just everything that's not in T. So the intersection is going to be where these overlap and are kind of forming an orange. I don't hate it. Let me erase where, because we're looking for the intersection, right? I only want where there's both pink and yellow. So I can erase this area here that's just all yellow. And I can erase this area here that's just all pink. And I missed a couple spots. So here we have what's finally highlighted is our R union S complement intersected with R union T complement. So those are quite a few shading examples. Just be sure to sketch it out step by step. Break out that eraser. If you don't have any like colors, I was lucky enough to have this tablet where I've got a lot of colors. I remember when I was in school, if I just had a pencil or a pen, doing some with like horizontal stripes and some with vertical and some with dashed or diagonal. And that was a good way for me to distinguish them, just in case you are lacking any color as of late. So our next example talks about counting using Venn diagrams. So that's one of the other uses for Venn diagrams is for counting, especially when we know the size of the sets involved. So let's take a look at this problem. One of Shakespeare's sonnets, so our universal set is this sonnet, has a verb in 11 of its 14 lines and an adjective in 9 lines and both in 7 lines. So here I've got adjectives and here I've got verbs. When doing counting problems with a Venn diagram, you need to start with the intersection and work your way outward. So first off, it says there's both an adjective and a verb in 7 lines. So that's going to be in the intersection, right? These are the lines of the sonnet that have both an adjective and a verb. Next, I have an adjective in 9 lines. So this entire circle that represents adjective needs to have a total sum of 9. I already have 7 in there, so that's just going to be a 2. Next, I take a look at verb. It says it has a verb in 11 of its 14 lines. 7 plus 7 and what is going to give me 11? Because I want this total sum in this circle for verb to be 11. Well, that's going to be 4. Now, I have a universal set. It has to have 14 lines, right? Each of the numbers are representing a line. Of the sonnet. So it has 14 lines total. So now I've got 2, 7, that gives me 9, 4 gives me 13. So I've got one lone sonnet out here that has neither a verb nor an adjective. So let's answer some questions. 1. How many lines have a verb but not an adjective? Well, those are going to be just the lines with only verbs, which is 4. How many lines have an adjective but no verb? Well, that's going to be the group that's just adjectives, which is going to be 2. How many groups have an adjective or a verb? Remember, or means union. So I want to know adjective, union, verb. Well, that's going to be the sum of all of this, right? Maybe I switch colors. That's going to be 2 plus 7 plus 14, which is 13. That's supposed to look like a 13. What about those that have neither an adjective nor a verb? Well, that's everything that's left in this universal set, which is just 1. All right, so there is a basic counting example with a 2-circle Venn diagram. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happens if we have a 3-circle Venn diagram.